What do you need to spend $80 on that bra for? What's it gonna do to another $20 bra's not gonna do?
Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And I have got some out-of-this-world news to tell you that I've been hanging on to for quite some time now.
Well, please do tell.
I am ready to make an announcement.
Okay. Spit it out.
You know, I've been losing all this weight, right?
Yeah.
And as you lose this weight, you kind of get a little confidence build up. I reached out to the president.
No, you did not.
I did.
You did not.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I sent him a tweet.
Oh my gosh.
On Twitter, and I let him know that as soon as it is ready, I want to be a comedic commander in Space Force.
I don't think you're getting the job, Bob.
Why?
You don't even know what you're talking about. You want to be what? Comedic commander?
Of the Space Force.
Why don't you tell me what Space Force is? What are you planning on doing in Space Force as the comedic commander?
All right, so as everybody knows, I don't really follow politics. We never talk about politics on the show. Mm-mm. For two reasons. The first one, two reasons for me. The first one is I don't know anything about politics, so I'm pretty sure if I tried to have an argument with somebody.
You didn't even know what D.C. stood for in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital.
That was last year. I know what it means now.
That was so last year.
So, I don't know anything about politics.
No. When did you go to New York?
It was December of last year.
Oh, was it? Okay.
It was like right at the tail end of the year. It was
that was
almost.
So last year.
Yeah, so 2017.
That was so last year that I didn't know our nation's capital. I'm way smarter this year.
I am smarter this year than I was last year.
And that's why you need to be in Space Force, huh? Because you're so smart.
No, listen, I want to...
All right, what does the comedic commander do? Bob, why don't you shed some of this knowledge on all the rest of us?
We got to finish with the two reasons. The first reason that we don't talk about politics is because I don't know anything.
Because you don't know what you're talking about.
No, and basically. If I tried to start an argument with someone, I'm pretty sure someone could shut me down. You could probably tell me something.
Shut it down.
Yeah. You could probably tell me something that wasn't true to make your point, and I would be like, oh, crap. Yeah, because, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, you could be like, every second year, the president is only allowed to wear flip-flops. And I would be like, that's crazy. How have I never noticed that before?
He always looks so nice from the waist up.
Yeah. Now,
walking across the lawn, getting off the helicopter. Flip-flop.
Yeah. How you going to defend America wearing flip-flops, Mr. President?
How are you going to defend the honor of our country and you wearing flip-flops? You can't get in a fight when you wear flip-flops.
No, what's the North Korean guy over there? What's his name?
Kim Jong.
Yeah, we'll just say Kim for now. Kim gets all upset. He's like, this is war. And, and the president goes, I'll have your war. Let me get to the room of war. Flip-flop, 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 flip-flop. That's not okay. But, I don't know.
So we don't talk about politics because the president may or may not wear flip-flops.
And the second reason, and probably...
we're still in the first.
Yeah, probably the more important reason is because if I say something that I believe in, there is going to be somebody else.
Somebody's going to get their panties in a wad.
Who will hate my guts because of what I said.
Never met you a day in your life.
I know, it's
and
crazy.
They're going to get their panties so in a wad.
People...
They'll put us on blast on Facebook.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that how the cool kids say it? Be like, I'm going to put you on blast. I'm going to throw some shade.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you say something wrong, like if you're talking about politics and you say something that you don't have right, oh, dear Lord.
You will be crucified.
Yeah. So that's why we don't talk about politics. But when I heard this, I was like, this is it. This is going to be the first time that we talk about politics. And it's not even that I want to talk about politics. I couldn't, this couldn't go unsaid. The president got on stage live and said he wanted to create a sixth branch of our military and call it Space Force. So yes, I would like to be in Space Force as the comedic commander.
But you have absolutely no idea what Space Force is, or
it is,
or does.
He said he
or
wanted,
will do.
He said he wanted to have dominance in space.
Yeah,
and he was going to create
a
branch of the government.
So other than this
Space Force,
other than this clip you saw on the internet, that's how long? Like 30 seconds. You know nothing about this this proposition. This idea of Space Force. You know nothing, right? Right?
Right.
I just want to clarify.
Yes.
Okay.
I know what it sounds like.
Oh, I know what you think it sounds like.
And it sounds like we are getting ready to start building a Death Star. That's what it sounds like.
And that's where your brain went. Instead of researching...
He said Space Force. Like the Air
And your
Force.
brain automatically went to Star Wars.
Yeah.
A Space Force like Air Force.
Okay.
But in space.
Right.
Where all the satellites are that people want to destroy. The other countries are making weapons to destroy our satellites. Do you know what we use our satellites for? Everything. So we need to defend those satellites up in space.
Where are these other countries going to shoot the lasers from?
I did not say they were shooting no lasers. Get your mind out of Star Wars. They ain't gonna be up there fighting with lightsabers or anything like that.
No, you said that other countries were creating weapons to take out satellites.
I didn't say they were shooting lasers.
It's got to be a laser, right? Pew!
I don't know. I didn't find out that kind of information.
Hits
they didn't discuss that type of information. So the idea in its basic, purest form, it's really not that bad of an idea. You have turned it into something in your mind. I don't even want to know. Mr. I'm going to be a comedic commander. Lord help us all if Bob is in charge of anything is Space Force. We gonna be in trouble. We ain't gonna have no internet. You can forget that mess. No cell phones, no nothing. Because Bob wants to be in charge of Space Force.
I don't want to be in charge of Space Force.
You said you want to be the comedic commander. That means you're in charge of something.
I just think if we're gonna take...
You need to say what? Don't quit your day job.
I think if we're going to take 1,000 men and put them in a spaceship circling the Earth.
Nobody said nothing about putting nobody in spaceships circling the Earth. You need to stop.
I just think if we're not going to send a spaceship full of people into the atmosphere to stand guard unless it's going to be like a year or 2 years. And these people are going to need live entertainment.
Are they really?
Yes, and I think there should be like singers, right? Dancers. Comedians.
Oh my God.
I could be the first person to record a podcast in outer space.
No. First of all, I don't need you going to space because we got 3 kids.
You could go with me.
No, I'm not.
The government.
I can't go to space. I got too much to do. The government will watch our kids. I don't think so, Bob. I don't think I want the government watching our kids.
So you're okay with the government running the country, but you don't trust them with our kids? Your face.
You are serious right now.
I want to record a podcast in outer space so bad. How awesome would that be? If we start the show off.
See, I get motion sickness really easy. Like, I get motion sickness playing Call of Duty. I don't think I could handle space. I feel like I would just vomit.
Like just uncontrollably all the time.
I feel like I need a little gravity in my life. Gravity, it's not a bad thing.
Just wait about 20 more years.
Shut up. Gravity is not my friend.
Gravity's a bitch. Oh, God. If it wasn't for gravity, I wouldn't have to spend $80 on a Victoria's Secret bra. It was a joke. We don't really have an $80 bra.
I know, because you don't buy me no $80 Victoria's. If I was like, hey, Bob, can I buy this $80 Victoria's Secret bra? What do you need to spend $80 on that bra for? What's it going to do that another $20 bra's not going to do?
I hold them up with my hands before I let you buy an $80 bra. You just walk me around town, I'd be holding them up like this.
Oh my God.
And if you felt like one of them was a little uneven, I could just lift that hand a little bit.
Be like, you got to be a little more firm with the big one because it's a little more saggy and he's a little more supportive.
Could you imagine we just went running and like I had to run behind you with my arms around you,
you gotta have
chesticles.
You gotta have a good bra when you're running and you're female.
Yeah.
I mean, because it'll hurt. I mean, because it's got some that gravity, man. And you be running hard, and they're just like, whoa.
See, if I was a commander in Space Force, I could adjust the gravity for you on Earth. I could do that.
I don't think you can. I don't think that's how it works at all.
Just for you.
No,
because if I am the commander,
there's no like dial you turn to adjust the gravity on Earth, Bob.
That's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. There are rooms right now that you can go into and they can make gravity go away. That's some true stuff.
Yeah, in that one particular confined space.
That's right, because they got an additional dial.
I cannot deal with what is inside of your brain. I can't even deal with it. Don't put your hand at me like that. I feel like you're about to say something that you think is really smart, but it really isn't.
See, when I everything that I say, I think is really smart. So, I mean, like, I wouldn't think that because it's just average and normal for me, the things that come out. See, when I talk, you know how amazed you are when I talk? That's just normal for me.
No, I don't.
In my brain.
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Right. What I just said was so amazing to you that you're on this defensive thing now.
No, my mind is like, what the crap is going on? Like, I'm tired. It's been a long day, and I'm like, I can't even deal with you.
Can I play this?
My foot hurts.
Hang on. We'll get to your feet. You hold your feet right there.
No,
we'll
it's
get
just
to
one
it.
foot.
I got to play this clip. I have to, because it just made me feel so good inside. It made me feel like everything that I believed in since a child.
You don't even sound genuine right now.
I think could be great one day. I love it.
We are going to have the Air Force and we are going to have the Space Force, separate but equal.
I'm going to record a podcast in outer space.
No, you're not. Stop. Don't you know, as your wife, it's my job to dash your hopes and dreams back to reality?
Now, let me ask you a question, and this is the last one, and then...
You force me to be like the voice of reason. Like, I might want to be a dreamer too, Bob, but your head is so far up in the clouds, it's all the way up into space, and you force me to have to be the reasonable one. Bob, you cannot adjust gravity on Earth, and you cannot go record a podcast in space, and that is the end of this discussion.
Just hear me out, and then I'll drop it. I'm going to put a hypothetical situation out there, okay? Look.
This whole situation is hypothetical. Listen. I don't know at what point your mind thinks it starts being hypothetical. Mm-hmm. The whole thing, it's hypothetical.
The podcast takes off, okay? All of a sudden, we have, 1 million patrons that are doing $1 a piece, right? So we're millionaires within months. It's crazy. It is the next big thing in America. People are talking about it. Letterman's trying to get us on whatever kind of weird show he's doing on Netflix.
Is he still around?
Oh yeah, he's doing that thing on Netflix right now. It's pretty awesome.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So, all these people just want us, right? And then we get a phone call from the president. We want...
I want you to come be the comedic commander of Space
Yes,
Force.
I heard your podcast, and I have created a position called the comedic commander.
No
just
application needed. I've heard your podcast. I can't tell you.
You're getting there.
Your reputation precedes you.
So
precedes you.
We go to the White House to meet with the president, right? Precedes.
I can't. I'm so tired.
We go to the White House to meet the president, and he goes, "We want to make you national heroes by sending you into space for 2 weeks."
Oh my God, that's a long time.
Just to record a podcast and do a show for these poor men that we have sent into space to circle the Earth for years at a time.
For years?
Yeah, well, it's got to be at least 2 years, right?
I don't think you can stay up in space for years. That's not healthy, right?
They probably got a knob they can turn to make it better. Oh my God. It's all right. Do we do it?
No.
But are you serious? Why? Why would you say no?
Because there is not one bone in my body that wants to go to outer space.
That's crazy. Really? It's like I don't even know you anymore.
What? What are you talking about?
You wouldn't take the opportunity
to
go to space.
No.
I am... Wow. So I'm going to have to go to space without you?
I guess so.
I don't understand why you're so mad right now. We're just having fun.
Oh,
it's not like he actually
You're ready
called.
to hand our children over to the government.
People do it every day.
Not us people. I love my kids. They might drive me crazy, but I'm not trying to give them away.
I didn't say give them away. I said we're going for 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You just want us to hand our children over to the government temporarily.
Yeah.
That sounds just fine.
Well, we can't leave them with our family. That won't work. People are going to start, as soon as we're like in space doing a podcast, people will try to take our kids.
Who's going to take our kids?
I don't know. Somebody that thinks we're going to be like rich and they want money.
Like they're going to hold them for ransom?
Yeah, probably.
See, all the more reason not to go to space. I ain't leaving my kids. I had a talk with our kids the other day.
Okay.
About, this is crazy. Like, my parents never had to talk to me about this. But I had
You taught our kids about sex already? They're 3, Katie. They're 3 years old.
I did not talk about the birds and bees. I had to talk with them about not taking pictures of yourself naked. Or letting people take pictures of yourself naked. Because they were wanting to take pictures with the phone. Mm-hmm. And Reagan was like, Mom, can I take a picture of Riley and Reese with your phone? I was like, okay. And then she did. And then Riley said, well, Reagan said, take a picture of me next. But she didn't have a shirt on because she had been playing. Mm-hmm. And she has this thing, like, if she gets hot at all, she's like, I'm so sweaty. I need to take my shirt off. Inside the house. Not like outside, not out in public. Inside the house. And I let her. She's 3. And she said, hold on, Riley, I gotta go get my shirt and put it back on. And I said, yes, that is exactly right. You do not take pictures of yourself with your clothes off. And I said, you don't let other people take pictures of you with your clothes off. And if anybody ever asks you to take pictures with your clothes off, you say no, and you come tell mommy and daddy. And then afterwards, I was like, God, I can't believe I just had to have that talk with our kids.
And they're probably like, what is wrong with mother?
They both like just said to me, okay, yes, ma'am. Like, what in the world?
I need to get a nanny cam for you.
What do you mean?
So I can check in and make sure everything's all right.
Like, you worried about me?
Yeah.
What?
You just yelled at our children, our 3-year-old children about.
Are you surprised? I yell at them all the time. Come on. I was teaching them. But yeah, like if you had asked me like 5 years ago before I had kids, if I would be one of those moms that like yell a lot, I'd be like, no, I'm never going to yell at my kids. I mean, maybe every so often it's so much.
Like one of our neighbors is walking by and all they hear is like, don't take your pictures. Don't take your
our neighbor,
child porn.
Our neighbors has a whole bunch of kids and they yell at their kids too, so it's fine.
What are you going to do?
Everybody around us, they all got kids. They know. The kids was running in the street one day. Remember Riley? I think it was Riley ran out in the street. Mm-hmm. And there was some of our neighbors were going for a walk, walking by. And we're like, oh my God, Riley, get out the street. They're just laughing at us.
So let's talk about your foot. You did something today.
I got a tattoo on my foot today.
Yeah, your first new tattoo in quite some time.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
The last time I got tattooed was before I didn't even have kids.
That's crazy.
So it's been a while. Yeah, I got a tattoo on my foot.
Like the top of your foot.
The top of my foot, like the whole top of my foot. Like it
yeah, like when you wear flip-flops, it's going to cover some of it.
All the foot.
Yeah.
And Megan and I went.
No, that's the whole foot.
The whole foot, and nothing but the foot.
Yeah. He tattooed it black. It looks like that foot from Mr. Deeds. Do you remember that movie?
Oh God. No.
No, seriously. When he pulled his sock off in that movie, Mr. Deeds. Oh my God.
Wasn't that the movie they had like the water fountain that
Hawaiian Punch?
Yeah, had a Hawaiian Punch in it.
Yeah.
That's like, I was like, man, that's so cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got your foot tattooed. How was it? Because I heard it sucks. Like,
well, it's my birthday gift. Megan took me, and her and I, we both got tattoos. Not matching tattoos. We already have matching tattoos.
Your best friend, Megan.
Yes, we got similar tattoos. We both got books, which I know sounds really like lame. Like, I got a tattoo of books. But mine, it's a stack of books. There was three books. And there's a cup of coffee on top. And the coffee cup has lipstick marks.
Yeah.
Which I love. And Megan got like one open book with a cat on top. And the cat's orange, like her cat, Penny. So anyway, yeah, a tattoo on my foot. And like, it's bigger than I imagined. But I went in there and I totally trust Kurt.
Your foot's bigger than you imagined?
No,
it's always been.
Tattoo.
You got a big foot.
Shut up. I do not have I have wide feet. I got feet like my dad. So So I go in there and I knew like the idea, but I didn't really have a vision.
Right.
And I was like, okay, Kurt, you see this picture? I kind of like this about this one and this about this one. I was like, can you just make this happen? And he was like, okay, I'll draw something up. And I was like, all right, that works. And it was great. He did a great job.
He always does a good job. It's insane.
I totally trust him. Anyway, yeah. So he goes to like, he prints it out, makes a stencil, goes to put it on my foot, make sure it's the right size. And I was like, holy crap, that's bigger than I thought it was going to be. But when he held it up there, like it fit my foot perfectly. Like
Cinderella.
Yeah. Right. I was like, okay, we're doing this. It's just going to
It's happening.
It's going to be big and it's there. It's going to be awesome. So like, everybody's like, oh my God, getting your foot tattooed is the worst. It hurts so bad. And I was like, well, how bad can it really be? It's bad. Let me tell you. It's really bad. And I've had my freaking chest tattooed and
It was worse than your chest?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's been a lot of years, so maybe I just don't remember how bad. My chest was awful.
I've watched grown men tear up getting their chest tattooed. That's what
I'm saying. It was, and like down near my toes. Like, holy crap.
My Woody, when he was tattooing the boot down to my ankle, it was miserable. Like you don't have a lot of fat in your foot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's not much cushion. Well, so he's like doing the line work and it's just like solid black lines. It's just like, and it's like, feels like razor slicing my skin. But it's like I kind of got used to it.
Yeah.
After a couple minutes, it wasn't so bad.
Started to turn me on a little bit.
No. No, but after like he does the line work, like it's all black and gray. So I mean, there's not a whole lot. There's no color. The only thing in color is the lipstick marks. But he goes back and like the top book, if you look really close, has like dots and like
the design. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, do you know how you get dots like that?
Yeah.
You get like stabbed repeatedly with the tattoo thing. It's just like he's like stabbing, just like he's just stabbing me with my foot. Like he's just taking out his aggression against the world, just making these dots all over this book. And when that happened, there's nerves in there, and my foot felt like it was like twitching. Like when you go to the doctor and they hit your knee with that little rubber hammer thing, and it makes it jerk. It was like that in my foot, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna jerk," and he's gonna like mess up or something. And he's like, "Nah." He's like,
"It's not like he's cutting your hair with a razor and you have a bald spot."
No, but I was like, "What if I like jerk and like kick him in the nose, or what if like I kick his?"
How hard? How hard do you think you're kicking your leg?
I was worried, but like he's like, no, your foot's
not warranted.
He's like, you feel like your foot's jerking. He's like, it's probably like getting nerves or whatever down there, but it's really not. But there was a couple other times in my foot, like I saw it, my foot did like jerk, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I couldn't control it. And he's like doing this shading at the bottom, and by then it's like tender and sore, and it's just like, and it's like digging into my skin, and I'm like, dear God, please let me almost over.
Kill me now. I'm sorry, God, I shouldn't have got tattooed.
After your foot feels like it's been sunburnt by the flames of hell, I'm gonna go back and just like dig in it with a needle.
I know.
That's what it feels like.
And there's another thing, like sometimes you get tattooed at a place where, let's just be honest, some tattoo artists are not good, So like if you get one of those artists to work on you, like they get to the end, they did in the last little part and they go, okay, it's good. Give me $20, But cause that's what you pay when you pay for what you get. But somebody like Kurt, like he gets everything done and he goes, oh, here's a part I can make better. And he goes back into it.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, this part right here. Now this part can look better because I fixed that part. Oh, let's go down to that second book again. Like it's art for him and he makes it look really well. Good. It's not a chop shop. He's not just taking some money and then like pumping customers out. Like he only books like 2 people a day.
Yeah. If you're local to us, Invoke Tattoo and Art Studio on Oleander Drive. Kurt is the owner there. Highly recommend him. Highly recommend all the artists there.
Phil, Megan. There's lots of ways you can say that name incorrectly.
Well, there's different spellings, different ways you can.
Yeah. Awkward ending to that segment. Patreon.com.
You're like Megan.
Oh, so it's my fault? It's my fault.
Yeah,
it's my fault. That's fine.
It's completely your fault.
Patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. If you enjoy what you're listening to, go to patreon.com and pledge $1. You can do more if you want, but one is all that I'm like begging for. I'll ask for more, but I'll beg for one. And you get 17, I think we got 17 episodes now on patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. The Winky Face video.
What? Are you waiting for me to like agree with you?
Yeah, can you have, we're doing this podcast together. The Winky Face video, which is, it's great. It's so good.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty great.
I can laugh at myself.
Yeah. So patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. Go now. We'll wait. Good job. You can just hit the pause button. So we're going to do that. Just hit the pause button. And then when you're done signing up, then come back and listen to the rest of it. There'll be a joke that you only get if you sign up. We'll make something up later. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. What he said.
And then, if you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, July the 13th, Friday the 13th, we are going to be at a pretty cool place. I can't remember the name. I think it's Evening Muse is the venue. We're going to be hanging out with Fitness. So come out and see the show with us. Don't be so excited, Katie. You're going to be there too. We're not going to have the kids that night. It's going to be amazing. It's like we're going on a weird date that involves recording equipment. That came out wrong. It's like we're going on a
that
weird
sounded
date.
So sketchy.
You know what? Didn't you have something saved on your phone you want to talk about? Can you get me out of this hole that I'm digging?
Yeah. So, little fun little nugget that I found that we could talk about. 5 animals that can do amazing things with their butts.
So patreon.com/ What? What were you, how did this happen? What were you, what?
So I can't even.
Are you on the wine?
No, I remember I was searching. So I was searching alligator buttholes. I can't remember why though.
Oh, we watched a video.
You showed me a video on the internet of this guy swimming in like a river, and this alligator was coming up behind him. He was headed for the shore. His friend was on shore already, and his friend jumped off this like cliff and elbowed this alligator
like a wrestler
to save his friend.
Yeah.
And then
you said, would you save
I said, would you elbow an alligator for me?
In which I said I would stick my thumb in his butthole.
Yeah. So then I was like,
because that's got to slow him down.
And
right?
then I said, have you ever seen an alligator butthole?
And then Google happened.
You don't even know where their butthole's located. So then we needed to find out.
Yeah. So naturally, we Googled it.
So yeah, I Googled alligator buttholes.
And it turns out there's really not a lot of pictures.
Yeah, nobody knows. It's elusive, man. There's no...
I started thinking about it and I was like, how many alligators are there out there that would let you take a picture of their butthole?
Probably not many.
Yeah. What if it's in the side of their throat or something weird like that? Okay, so what is your article again?
Sorry. 5 animals that can do amazing things with their butt.
Okay, are we making this a game or you're just going to talk about it?
I have no game plan.
Okay.
Sorry. Other than just to discuss.
All right.
And I didn't like read this in depth so we could like...
Oh, wait, can we make it a game? I know how to make it a game.
Oh my God, what?
So you tell me what the animal can do with their butt and I have to guess what animal that is. Is it 5 different animals? Or is it one animal doing 5 different tricks? What's happening with this butthole thing?
It's 5 different things. I don't know if that'll work though.
Okay. Well, I tried.
There's like facts. Like number 5. Tropical beaches are made out of parrotfish poop.
Can you mute your phone? All right, now their sand is made out of what?
You know all those commercials you see on TV with the beautiful beaches, like white sandy beaches?
Yeah.
Places you want to go vacation.
Right.
That white sand is made out of parrotfish poop. There's a fish called a parrotfish.
Oh.
And it's a very goofy, funny looking parrotfish.
Oh my God.
They eat coral.
Mm-hmm. And poop out sand?
And poop out, yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, they poop out the remnants of the coral and it gets washed up on shore and that's what creates this beautiful white sand.
You ever get like sand in your mouth at the beach?
Yeah, so you would be eating.
That is a pretty amazing thing you can do with your butt is you make sand.
Yep. So that's so anyway, if you've never seen what a parrotfish looks like though, you should see here's another picture. They're pretty goofy looking.
Yeah.
So they are responsible.
It's got teeth like a human.
Yeah, because I mean they have to have teeth. They eat coral. The typical
What do they eat?
Coral.
Coral, no.
So the typical parrotfish can produce over 200 pounds of sand a year.
Oh my God, his butthole's got to be like a piece of shard glass, just jagged and raw from all the sand poop.
No, I mean, that's what they're...
200 pounds of sand poop.
Yeah.
Wait. A year?
Yeah.
So help me do the math. How much in weight of sand do they poop out a day?
That's less than a pound.
Half a pound?
No, not...
let's say 0.35. Are you good with that? Whatever. A third of a pound. Could you imagine if a third of a pound of sand came out of your butt every day?
Yeah, but I have a human butt, not a parrotfish butt. That's what they're made for.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Number 4. Manatees swim by farting.
That is not true.
Yes, it is.
Are you kidding me?
The internet said so. Yep. Because, they just kind of like float along, and that's how they adjust their buoyancy is by farting.
I feel like you should have gave me like some heads up before you brought this in.
Why?
Because that's amazing.
Right? I told you I had some amazing stuff to talk about.
There can't be anything else you have. Did you put any kind of order? Because that's got to be the best thing on your list.
This is an article. It's from cracked.com. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Wait, do they swim? Like, is it like jet powered? Or do they just use farts to like point them in different directions?
Oh my gosh.
Like a sailboat. What did they eat that makes them fart so much?
I'm not sure. It says manatees can strategically regulate the distribution of their intestinal gases, holding it in when they want to approach the surface and letting it loose when it's time to sink. So I'm assuming it's more of their buoyancy of, how deep in the water and stuff. They eat a ton of plants.
Salad.
Yeah, manatees eat a ton of plants on a daily basis, which causes them to build up a lot of methane. So much that their diaphragms are uniquely arranged closer to their lungs to accommodate all the gas instead of down near the liver like a normal diaphragm.
So manatees are they're flammable, like combustible.
I mean,
like if you got a bunch of manatees out of the ocean and put them in a pile and set them on fire, it would explode.
I guess that's possible. Oh gosh. Well, yeah, it says that if you tried to regulate your buoyancy by storing up methane, you would literally explode like the shark at the end of Jaws.
Oh my God, that is pretty graphic.
So yeah, don't try that. Okay. Mm-hmm. Number 3, probably, not as fascinating to me anyway. Termites build walls of chemically shielded poop. So, they basically, like, there's a picture of a termite house. It looks like a castle.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
And it's made out of poop. Because, there's so many termites and they live so close together. They don't know how to get rid of their poop. And they build their house out of their poop.
Can you, when we get done with this, can you, like, screenshot some of those pictures? The fish.
Yeah.
The castle. Okay, everybody, pause for a second. Go to our Facebook page, and I got pinned at the top where you can join our email list. We don't really send stuff out quite often, but if you...
Yeah, I can send the link to the whole article, because, there's like, it's
we'll send that link out in the pictures and stuff. So go sign up to our email list. All right, keep going.
Sorry. Number 2, the Fitzroy, I'm not sure if I'm saying that, the Fitzroy river turtle breathes through its anus.
That is a miserable life to have.
This poor turtle. And he has a mouth. And I'm assuming a nose.
He breathes in his butthole?
It's a turtle.
Does that mean when you're pooping you can't breathe? Like you choke on your own poop?
I don't know. It's only found in the Fitzroy River in Australia.
Does his butthole have taste buds?
I don't know.
You didn't do any research on this? How did that not cross your mind immediately?
Oh my gosh.
Like if my mom called me and she was like, your dad, if my mom called me and she was like, we're taking your dad to the hospital, he cut his finger, I would go, okay, awesome. Let me know how everything works out. I'll hang up and I would tell you what just happened. And you would ask me what? What would you ask?
What happened?
I'd be like, I don't know.
Is he okay?
He's going to the hospital, I guess. I don't know.
How bad is it? Is he going to lose his finger?
I don't know. I didn't. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you always have these questions. Like, you want more information. How did you not think to yourself, I got to find out if they got taste buds in their butthole?
I mean, I assumed it said they breathe through their anus, not taste things. Okay, so
I don't know. At the end of my breathe tube, I got taste buds. That's what I'm going off of.
What? At what end of your breathe tube are you referring to?
Right
your
here.
Mouth?
Yes.
What about your nose? You taste things through your nose?
It all goes into the same little hoop together. It's like a circle.
So he doesn't breathe solely through his butthole. It's he takes in about 70% of the oxygen he needs through his butthole.
Do you think? Okay.
So he does have like a mouth and stuff. So I guess he breathes through both ends. Locals refer to them as bum breathers.
Bum breathers. I love it.
They're able to stay underwater for up to 6 at a time.
Oh my gosh. Do you think they're flammable?
It's probably not. Huh. Anyway, that's about it.
Okay.
All right. And number 1, skipper caterpillars confuse predators by tossing poop with their ass catapults.
It says ass catapults?
It says, yeah, I read it word for word. No, I didn't read about this one because I got to that one. And like I said, I'm skimming through and I was like, I'm going to save this. We'll discover it together.
Oh, you're going to read it? Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Because I was just like, that's wild. Okay. When you're a baby caterpillar, staying alive can be unfairly challenging. Inconspicuously wrapping yourself up in leaves doesn't help much, since wasps and other predators have the uncanny ability to trace caterpillar droppings straight to their wiggling, delectable, plump source. Sort of like the predator.
Wait. So who goes around smelling poop so they can eat?
Wasps and other predators.
Thank God we don't have to make our food that way. Be like, it's over there.
However, as the following scientific documentary explains, the skipper caterpillar has found a unique solution. It flings its turds into the air far away from its hiding place. That's pretty smart. Every time the skipper feels a deuce coming on, it winds its butt up like a trebuchet and fires away. They do this by building up blood pressure under a flap beneath the anus, straining heroically until they're able to generate enough force to fling their morning constitutionals over 40 times their body length away.
What if we create a spaceship called the Skipper in the Space Force and it can sling poo?
Gosh. So this is obviously, since this is a baby caterpillar and not an elephant, that only amounts to a distance of 6 or 7 feet. I'm kind of impressed by that. 6 or 7 feet.
Wait, the caterpillar can sling its poop 6 or 7 feet?
Yes. But it says but that's more than enough to lure predators away. So, in addition, the skipper can fire its poo in any direction it wants, leaving predators extra confused about where the heck they will be going. To put it in perspective, this would be the same thing as a human being launching explosive wads of diarrhea on everything within an 80-yard radius to disorient roving gangs of purse-snatching murderers. So...
I don't know what to say. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to say about that? That caterpillar flings its poop. But it's...
Sometimes I rock a little bit.
While you're pooping?
Yeah, to kind of like... maybe trying to get the old... what is it called? The old...
Like momentum build up or something?
Yes, man. When the poop,
I'm sitting here like rocking in the chair.
When the
like,
poop cutter, you gotta... Yeah, I'm like, I'm done, but like it's still some. You gotta like maybe rock a little bit to slide a little bit more out so you can get the poop cutter to close.
Oh my God. Okay, so...
There's somebody right now going...
Reagan... This morning, I was in the bathroom and I'm getting ready, and she comes in, she's using the bathroom in our bathroom, and then she starts slapping herself like that on the legs.
What? While she's pooping?
Yeah. I was like, Reagan, what are you doing? She said, Mommy, there was some poop and it didn't fall out all the way. It was stuck on my butt. And she said, and then I started wiggling and hit my legs so I could make it fall out. Like, she had already pooped it out, but it was like stuck on there.
Yeah, it was like, she got a dangler.
Yeah, it was dangling. She needed to like... And I was like, well, I mean, that's pretty smart.
Yeah, for a 3-year-old?
Yeah. I mean,
normally a 3-year-old would go, oh, it's dangling. Let me slide off this toilet.
Right? But she knew it needed to come off. And I was like, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Another poop story about Reagan, just like 2 days ago. She tells me she needs to go poop. She's in there for a while, and she hasn't
You know our kids are going to listen to this eventually, and she's going to be so mad at you.
Oh, yeah. They already told me how mad they are at me all the time. Riley told me the other day that he was mad at me. I said, well, I'm mad at you too. He said, well, I'm mad at you all the mads.
All the Mads.
I was like, all the Mads, really? Well, all right, shut my mouth. I was like, what am I going to say to that? He's mad at me, all the Mads. There's no more Mads left over. Anyway, so Reagan's in there. Long time, she never calls me to come wipe her butt. Because I still got to do that for him. So I go in there and check her. I was like, you all right? And she's grunting. And I was like, you having a hard time?
This is why she told me today she couldn't eat cheese.
Yeah. Well, this girl, she is a cheese addict. I mean, she sneaks cheese out of the out of all the things to sneak. She will sneak cheese. Like, she asks for cheese all the time. So yeah, and I tell her, like, you can't eat too much cheese. You won't be able to poop. So, and she was having a hard time. I said, oh, I bet it was all that cheese you've been eating. We might need to take a break from the cheese for today. She's grunting and straining. I was like, baby, don't force it.
You're going to blow the O-ring out, child. Like, you're too young for that.
Like, she was pushing hard, and I was like, won't you, if it's not coming out, maybe just take a break. And I was like, let's come drink some water. And so I give her, she wants to have a sip of water from my cup. Okay, have a few sips. Then I fix her some drink. It's water with a splash of juice. And I was like, I want you to drink some of your drink too. She said, how much do I need to drink? I said, you need to drink all of it. So this girl, I mean, she took it very literally. She stood right there
chugging
in one spot and did not move. And she was even telling Reese, I can't come play right now. I have to drink all my juice. And the second she puts her cup down, she's like, Mommy, I'm done. And then she goes, okay, I'm going to go try to poop. And she goes in the bathroom. And I hear, Mommy, it didn't work. Cause she can't go. I was like, baby, you gotta give it a few minutes. But she was all accusatory. Mommy, it didn't work.
You lied to me, mother.
Like, she just knew if she was a good girl and stood there and drunk all her drink, that she was going to be able to go poop and she was going to feel better.
Oh, man. That's heartbreaking.
It didn't work. Oh, man. What was it? These kids, man, they're to an age now where they say things on a daily basis that I'm like, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, they're smart, but then they're sassy. Riley, we were getting him to pick up some stuff the other day. We're like, it's time to straighten up this living room. He had a pillow and blanket. And you and I were like, all right, you need to take your pillow and your blanket to your bedroom. And he's like, well, you know, trying to make excuses.
I need you to help me.
I can't do it. And I was like, you can. You brought it down here. And he's like, well, I'm tired. Well, I'm tired too. And it's your blanket and pillow. You take it to your room. And he'll run out of excuses. And he's mad. You know? He's like, ugh. He's balling up his little fist. He's grunting through his teeth. He said, well, I can't cause it's too blankety. He ran out of excuses. So
this blanket is too blankety.
It was too blankety. And I was like, you get your blankety blanket and you take it
your
upstairs.
Blankety blank.
You and your blankety blanket get upstairs.
That's great.
It was one of those moments where I'm like, you need to do what I say, but I was trying not to laugh. Oh my gosh. So I was like, I can't believe you just said this. Blanket. It's too blankety.
We need to start wrapping it up. It's late. What time is it?
I don't even want to.
No, it's not that bad. It's only 12:30. It's a pretty early one for us. But I got to work in the morning, and that made me think about something that I meant to tell you like 2 weeks ago on our last podcast, and I forgot.
You were supposed to tell me about the shower.
That's what I'm about to talk about.
Oh, okay.
So, oh no, we didn't record a podcast last week. Oh, so I've just been waiting to tell you. So I get in the shower.
Sitting on this, huh?
I get up, and I've been running, and I came to take a shower, and I'm putting shampoo in my hair, and I turn around, and coming down the side, like the flat wall part of the bathtub, is this humongous black spider.
No, it would.
And I guess what he was doing was he knew something was wrong, like the water. So he would like take a few steps and he was balling up. Like he was trying to get out of whatever situation he had gotten himself into. And when I saw him, I immediately went, I can't wait to tell Katie what I found in her shower.
Was it really a spider?
Oh, yeah.
What, like it was a for real spider?
Yes, he was a for real spider.
I thought you were going to say, oh, but it was a wad of your hair.
No, it was a legit big black spider. So,
why'd you tell me something like that?
Because I just want you to think about it when you're taking a shower.
Don't you know when you're in the shower, you're all naked and vulnerable feeling anyway?
I know. I was in there with the spider.
That's like the worst time ever to come across a spider.
So I didn't have.
You don't got no shoe that you can take off.
No, you get nothing. I even take off my waterproof watch when I get in the shower. I go doing it with just my good looks and my beard. That's it.
Did you kill it?
I'm going to tell you what happened. Now, I didn't have anything to kill it with. I could have
grab a shampoo bottle or something.
I mean, hindsight's 20/20.
You're a man. Use your bare hands
to kill a spider.
Yeah.
No. Look at I got lady fingers. I don't do stuff like that.
This is our homestead. You're responsible for protecting it.
I did protect it. I finished washing. I had to keep looking back to make sure he was still there.
He wasn't getting you, huh?
If I would have looked back and he wouldn't have been there, I'd have got my fat ass out of the shower. I'd have felt it on me all day. I'd have been like scratching stuff. You know what I mean? Like anything touches my skin, I'd jump.
You feel like it's crawling on you?
Yeah, like when people talk about lice.
Oh no, don't, because then my head's gonna be itching for like 3 days.
I want everybody out there. This is gonna be.
We're gonna be talking about. We got to check each other's hair.
A fun practical joke for me personally right now.
No, stop.
I want everybody out there just think about lice. Just for 2 minutes, think about lice. Like how many people right now are scratching their heads
Stop.
because they feel something like
stop
in that back part where all the hair swirls together and they finally meet. So like there's something crawling in there.
I feel like there's things crawling on me.
But no, so finally I got done washing and I get out the shower and I go and grab a cup and I fill it with water and I just start like hitting it. And he's mad. He's angry.
So you didn't even like squish it with the cup. You're just like...
I'm drowning it.
Oh my God.
So it jumps off the side.
What a mangina thing to do. Why you just squish the darn thing?
And every time I threw water, I squealed. I was like, so I know I was playing with it. So he goes down in the bathtub and it went down the drain. So then I was like, oh crap.
Now it's going to crawl back out the drain next time you're in the shower.
No, it's going to crawl back out the drain the next time you're in the shower.
No. That's not how karma works. You should have killed the darn thing.
So I was like, oh, God. And
I killed a spider with my big toe the other day.
I know. And now your foot's all swollen.
My foot's swollen because I got a tattoo today. Shut your face. You and your little, I'm going to splash the spider to death. Not even like, I'm going to drown. I'm going to splash him to death. What is that?
Well, I turned the water on once he went down the drain. I just let it run for like 2 minutes. I should have let it bite me. I could have been a superhero.
Oh my God.
They definitely would have taken me on Space Force then.
The other day I was feeding Reese. He was in his high chair. I was fixing him food, and there was like itty bitty little spider, and I saw it crawling up the wall, and I had nothing nearby like I could squish it with, and it was so small, and it was on the wall, and it was right near the back door, and I didn't want to go get something and him disappear. I wanted him dead, so I was like...
So you reached out with your irregularly long big toe. It looks like a finger.
It's not my big toe that's irregularly long. It's the one beside the big toe, because the one beside of it is longer than the big toe.
Yeah, it looks like a finger. It's so weird.
It's like a pinky finger.
Yeah.
But no, it was the big toe.
Sometimes you move it around like independently. It just waves.
No, I can't move it independently. That's crazy talk. But yeah, I squished that spider with my big toe. I was like, that's right. And I'm terrified of bugs. And you were in there splashing that spider to death.
I killed him. Don't you worry. I took care of it. I saved
you don't know. You don't know. You didn't
night.
See him die.
I saved your life that night.
Like, I want to see him die. I want to see his gut squished out of his body and be sure he's dead.
And then I want you to set it on fire and then flush it down the toilet.
Mister, I'm going to splash him to death and hope he's dead down there in that drain.
I splashed him to death. I killed the hell out of that spider.
No, you didn't. You splashed the heck out of him. No. And the drain took care of the rest.
Hey, it doesn't matter. Winning's winning, right?
You better be thankful for that gravity.
Yeah. Find your laugh.
Find your happy.
This has been a Cabcast Studios production. For more episodes and information, visit cabcaststudios.com.